Dzrj810am, the voice of the Philippines, proudly presents Etc. 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 with Nicole Jacinto. Explore the many sides of the Philippines, a touch of comedy, music, and provoking thoughts. And now, here's your host, Nicole Jacinto.
Good afternoon, folks. This is Nicole Jacinto. I'm with Terrific Terry today. Say hi, Terry.
Hi, Terry.
I always say hi, Terry, when I say hi. But I didn't say Simon Says. Anyway, today, folks, we have two very special guests. We have Emer Rojas and Dr. Ulysses Doroteo. We'll just call him Doc Yul for short. You prefer to be called Doc Yul?
Yes. Thank you,
okay.
Nicole.
You know, yesterday we had Francine on, and she was talking about infinite possibilities and the practice of making happiness or bliss a habit. And she mentioned yesterday, she said that it is easier to train yourself in a way, if you will, to be happy than to quit smoking. And today, I said that we would have two very special guests today. Today is World No Tobacco Day. And that's why we have Emer Rojas and Dr. Ulysses Doroteo to talk about what World No Tobacco Day is, and to talk about smoking actually, and to raise awareness about the ills of smoking, and maybe hopefully getting some of you out there to either quit smoking or get your loved ones to quit smoking. Okay, so you know, right off the bat, why don't we start off by saying hello to Emer and Dr. Yul, Doc Yul.
Yes, good afternoon. By the way, folks, don't turn your dial. It's not your friend.
That's Emer Rojas talking. Yes, Emer Rojas is he is the global cancer ambassador, and he is a cancer survivor, and he is the head of the New Voice Association of the Philippines, which is a cancer support and control and tobacco control group. No, you have an advocacy. It's an organization. Can you tell us just a little bit about yourself and what you do?
Well, New Voice Association is a cancer control advocacy group. It is also a tobacco control advocacy group and a persons with disability group. In New Voice, we usually advocate against smoking because what happened to us is due to smoking, and we are also cancer victims, and losing one's voice is a disability here in the Philippines. It's one of the recognized of the 7 disabilities.
That's right. Losing your voice is indeed a disability here in the Philippines. As you said, it's one of the recognized disabilities. I know you're very open about this. Do you mind if we talk a little bit about your experience? If you are watching us on Facebook or on Ustream, go to www.facebook.com/dzrj810am, or you can watch us on Ustream at www.ustream.tv/channel/dzrj-810-am. You will catch a glimpse of Emer here and Doc Yul, and you will see that Emer is speaking with a device pressed to his throat, and that is the sound you hear. That is Emer's voice now. So maybe you can tell us a little bit about yourself and your background.
Well, I lost my vocal cords because of stage 4 laryngeal cancer, and that cancer was caused mainly by smoking. And now, because I don't have any vocal cords, I have a gadget that's called an electronic larynx or electrolarynx, which replaces my lost vocal cords. It is simply a vibrating device that mimics the function of the vocal cords. So without this, I cannot speak anymore. There will be no voice,
No sound coming out.
no sound coming from my mouth.
But when you speak, have you made any adjustments in terms of your speaking? Do you just speak normally as you would when you press the device to your throat?
Well, there are, of course, I adjusted a bit, and it's not the normal way of speaking because we don't have air anymore in the mouth. The air is coming from our
Diaphragm?
a hole. There's
A
a
hole,
hole in our neck, and this is where we breathe. So our mouth and our nose don't have air anymore. So we exert a little more effort in pushing the very small amount of air inside our mouth just to be able to vocalize words.
So you see, I mean, if you're taking it for granted right now, like you can hear my voice, I'm talking like as if There's no effort. You talk every day. You call us up when you want. Actually, you can call us at 897-8374-895-4460. For someone who has experienced this firsthand, you really appreciate what you had before. Would you say that, Emer?
Definitely. I really miss my real voice, and I used to teach in as a broadcaster also before, but unfortunately you cannot do that anymore because you really have to use your voice so much in order
Yes.
to do that kind of job, and that is also the problem if you are working with a call center.
Yes, if you're working a call center.
Yes, if you lose your voice, you lose your biggest asset.
That's right.
And the best way to lose your voice if you want to is keep on smoking.
So, Emer, I was waiting for you to say that you're a broadcaster. How? So you told me earlier that you did smoke before, and this is how you got your laryngeal cancer. Did I say correctly? Yeah. For those of you out there, the larynx, of course, is the voice box. So that it has cords. You said you lost your vocal cords, and you could definitely trace this to smoking. How did you start smoking? Just if I may ask, was it something that you picked up consciously, or when you look back, was it something that you just got into because of your friends, or
Yes, but we can say that it's peer pressure because during that time, almost all of your classmates are smoking,
Yes.
and that is something that is very normal. Nobody says that smoking is bad at that time. There are no and even the advertisements. Remember in the 80s,
Yes.
there are so many advertisements on TV, on radio, and everywhere, even billboards. That's why you see that smoking at the time is something that is normal,
It's normal.
to do.
Actually, all the images we've received over the years, especially in the 20th century with the advent of movies, films, television, even graphic novels, smoking was really, how should we say, they had the chance to really kind of encourage people to smoke. We have the image of the Marlboro Man, for example, out there.
Even John Wayne, remember,
Yes.
he always smokes. And
Yes.
if you go to war, if you watch war films,
They're
when they
always
get hurt,
smoking.
they keep on smoking. The first thing that they'll give you is cigarette
That's right.
to calm, to
And-
make you calm.
All those suspense and movies and the dramas where they're interrogating someone and they're smoking, or it's a cool detective figure. Or James Bond, no, the guy who gets all the girls and can jump out of planes and survive somehow smoking, and the women also, the very sophisticated, classy women smoking all the time. So I guess when I grew up also, it was very normal to smoke. There wasn't anything wrong with it, and it was something that you just associated with certain things, certain images, things that were positive to you. And maybe later we'll talk a little bit about smoking and advertising and the steps that you're trying to take to also change the law and change how we label our cigarettes. Because I know we discussed that earlier, and it comes up. You and Doc Yule brought up the fact that in other countries there are simple things that we can do to raise awareness about smoking. But we'll talk more about what World No Tobacco Day is and when it started and what's happening and what exactly you're doing today when we get back from this short break. Stay tuned to etc. right here on DZRJ 810 AM, the voice of the Philippines.